Hello? Is this okay? Did we fix it? Is it good? Do I sound like me? Oh my gosh. Do you know what fixed it? I just unplugged my mic and plugged it back in. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. But also thank you for being patient with me, I guess. Yeah, I got some new stuff. Um Pike, I know you got first the first time, so I'll give you credit for that. Insect Emu 8 with the second and first, Super Titan with the third and second, and Milts with the third. Hello. Hi, friends. Oh my gosh. Way to, you know, every time I change something, I do come in with like a scuffed stream, so I was nervous. I knew it was going to be like this. Hello, Sparksy. Hello. Good to see you. And Very Dungeon, Much Dragon. Hello there. Good to see you. And hello, Ikaro. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, everybody. The new avatar shaking during the chittering didn't help. Yeah, it is kind of more dramatic of a shake than it's supposed to be. But I feel like of the things that are wrong with it right now, maybe that's fine. The shaking also like was more dramatic when I started laughing. Like the louder I get, the bigger the shake is. So I was like laughing pretty hard. And yeah, it's it's doing good. This feels like a cartoon from your childhood. Great. Great. That's kind of what I was going for. I was kind of going for like very simple kind of old school cartoon. I'm saying that as if I drew it. I didn't draw this. This is actually by we're gonna give one of those fancy shout outs to Trailbotic. I commissioned a new emote from Trailbotic, inspired by IAFW's Statics emote. I loved it so much. And then I was like, I really, really want my PNG to match this emote style. So here we are. I'm in love. I hope you guys like it too, even though, you know, we'll have challenges for a bit with it while we're getting used to it, but I figured I have been feeling more and more lately like I want to stream, but I don't want people to see me. So a new PNG was kind of in the works. I can't wait to listen back to what that sounded like, because I didn't actually hear it, I just
do it! Make your dreams come true!
Okay, we're doing it. We're doing the thing. Oh my gosh. Milts, thank you for the confetti. Guess what else can happen? Yeah! Oh yeah! Doing a little celebrate in the confetti. Adidas, thank you! I'm so glad you like it. It's good to see ya. It's good to see ya. I also added a little artist section to my panels under my stream if you want to see some of the artists that have worked on things for the stream other than me. I make most of the blep emotes, but infinite confetti. Nah, it's just a little bit. I don't know how long the loop is for the confetti actually. Oh my gosh. My mouth isn't moving enough, but I'm wiggling every time I talk. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Wait, you made those? No, I didn't make this emote. I made all of the bleps. So These ones. Those are all by me. You got a clip of the alien chittering, and it's great. Great. Oh, hey there, Spectrius. How are you doing? Thank you so much for that applause. I appreciate it. We are gonna get moving soon. We're gonna play some Hollow Knight. Probably a threshold setting on the mouth movement. Yeah, it's probably... Yeah. I'm trying to talk louder so it knows it's me. We'll figure it out. I have tested it so much today, and I was like... I thought it was ready, but it's okay. It was ready for me to learn that it wasn't ready. But we're still going to play with it like this tonight. It's good enough. You get the gist of it. It blinks, which is cool. Right? The blinking was, I feel like, a very fun touch. Hey. That was rude. Will it be there? So the stab emote, will it be there later or? Yeah, I was actually, I started looking at that today too. But I did not get that ready in time. I think it's gonna be my next emote. I think it's a good one. I don't have a lot of, I don't know, that brand of emote. It looks great, don't worry. Thank you, Milts. Thank you, I appreciate it. And thank you for the clip, Icaro. I can't wait to see it. Maybe I'll add it to my BRB screen. I also drew this, like, fake my office in paint for the background, which felt very fun and silly. It just seemed like I didn't want to be just the PNG, on the chatting screen at least. It is just the PNG, in the game screen, which I will switch to as soon as I get the game up. I gotta get the game up now. Now that we have the stream going, let's play some games. The background looks good too. Thank you! You just noticed that I redrew my whole office? I did, yeah! Yeah, I did. I tried to make it look like very low effort and simple. Yeah. And hopefully it's that. It looked so boring having just the PNG and a blank background here. So you're going too good in the PNG, you think someone might get a bit jealous? I did make Emu's PNG, which I think we could make Blink as well. Posted the clip to Discord for easy viewing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, I look forward to it. It's gonna be one of those moments that, like, defines my streaming history. Sort of like, the one clip from where I played Among Us. Like, I don't know if I can ever play Among Us on stream ever again. Okay. Let's switch to the game screen and hope nothing else breaks. Alright, look, it's me. Okay, everything looks good right now. Do I still sound okay? Yay! Okay, don't want to out yourself again, I see. Yeah, I don't want to out myself again. And I believe you were my partner when I did that too, weren't you? Oh yeah. We doing a little celebrate? Yeah. Okay. Calm down, everyone. Calm down. Sorry about that, Icaro. Let's play this game. Let's play this game. We're broke, you see, because last time we spent all of our money. Hey! Okay, I feel like everything's going really smoothly now. So fingers crossed everything remains smooth. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you! Thank you. I wasn't sure at first if I was going to be able to get the dancing to line up with the PNGs good, but it seems good. It seems like it's doing the thing. Okay. Still your face when jump scared is perfect. Oh my gosh. It would be really funny if, like, I could get it set up where when I scream, the face looks shocked. But I think that's probably... I don't know if that can happen because, it's like a sound threshold that... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. By the way, guess who's got too bored of Minecraft mod packs that made his own mod pack with a lot of horror mobs and unbalanced OP items? Is it you? Did you do that? Okay, what was I saying? Oh. Aw. Elderbug man. Oh no, I'm covering up their names. I'm sorry, everyone. I can move me to the other side. Is there anything on the other side that I'd be covering up? I feel like the other side might be a good call. Let's see what happens if I do this. No, I'm nervous. I'm not gonna switch it. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I can't... I'm not switching. Oh, but I do have to turn off this lo-fi music. Okay. Okay. So, last time we... Last time we went through the City of Tears. And we did some things. We got some stuff. And then we got enough money to buy the light pet. I don't really know how to use the light pet, though. Does it just show up when it's dark? You might be able to swap in a scared PNG after your input hits a certain threshold? Yeah, maybe. I was thinking that too, like, if the input hits like a certain level of pitch, I guess. Thank you so much, Zebrius. Zebrius? Zebrius? Thanks for that follow. Welcome to the Blob Mob. Okay. I don't know how to use the light pet, but I do want to go back to City of Tears. Yes, it will work like that. The screaming PNG or the light pet? Go to darkness and it will work. Ah! Zeb is fine? Great. Good to have you. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Gosh, I'm finally calming down. I was so worked up when it wasn't working. I'm like, my armpits are sweaty. I'm glad you can't see me. I'm just a mess. Of course it's you. Have you heard someone else in Discord talk about Minecraft mods other than you and sometimes Emu? Oh, you don't want me to answer that? Because the answer is yes. She also gets loud after she wins, so don't want to scare look for those moments. Oh, imagine. Imagine if, like, while I'm celebrating, my PNG just looks terrified. The goal, though, is to do a little whenever I'm celebrating. Don't be nervous. Oh, I always get nervous when I'm doing something new. I know you guys will be kind to me, but then I have to, like, figure out how to fix it, and there's so much pressure. You're not going to keep the squirrel voice? Maybe I'll bring it back sometime, you know? You seemed like you really liked it, so we'll just kick off every stream that way. Have you ever got flappers off your feet before going to bed? And then suddenly you slip, get it out of your feet, and then fall into your bed in a dramatic way? Because I just did. What's flappers? Like a slipper? We're all there for you. Thank you, Pike. I appreciate it. Might be hard to reproduce the squirrel voice. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my mic. It's been a little wonky today, so hopefully it doesn't do it again. Your ears are barely bleeding. We can do better. Well, if you want bleeding ears. Moxel person. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Good to see ya. Okay, what was I? Okay. This is what we're doing. I'm trying to tell you what we're doing today. We're gonna go back to City of Tears. Because someone told me there was something right outside of the bench area that I was sitting on, that I missed. So we're gonna go check that out. Then we're gonna go to this head thing that's on the map. I'm assuming they marked it for a reason. You've spent so much time around Australians that you call slippers thongs by now? Hey! Hey, you missed! You got bad aim. You're here for you to not for long, kinda late right now. Have a nice day in stream, y'all. Thank you, Pike. I appreciate it. I'm glad you could be here for the excitement. And the PNG debut. It was a little rocky, but it seems like it's going. Sleep well, sweet dreams. I hope your week starts out really well. Okay, we're traveling. We're gonna go to the city storerooms. Rock and stone! Yeah, maybe see you Wednesday for some deep rock. Okay. Whew! Ah, okay. So that's just releasing that for me, so I don't have to go through there again. Yeah, there's still a lot of this area I haven't gotten to. I think that is what I want to do, and then maybe head to the part with the light pet. Did you just say you have bad aim? I have to admit. I admit I have, but come on, it still hurts. I'm sorry. You may have threw shurikens at your face, but you still have emotions. You did throw shurikens at my face. And you missed. Oh gosh. That hurt. Okay. Oh, there's another exit to the fungal. Oh, that's where we came in, wasn't it? Through the fungal wastes. I'm assuming that's still closed, right? Like, can I get back through there? Are you just really enjoying the confetti on this? Oh, you want me to dance as well? The dance isn't... The dance isn't like a required part of that. I'm not your dance monkey. Okay, okay, I'll dance a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm not a bully. Oh, I'm getting bullied. Oh, I love that this nail does more damage than the other one. Give the man what he wants! Alright, alright, alright! We did a little jig. We did a little jig. Was it not enough for you? I'm glad you like it. It was a little bit tough to get aligned. It still doesn't feel like it's perfect, but it feels like good enough, you know? Nothing is enough! Oh my gosh. Hey. You're asking too much from me. I'm doing my best. It was very hard to get this going, to get this working. I spent like 4 hours on it today. Say bad stuff about your enemies in the game? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. They're all so cute. Sorry I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop up to our store in Dartmouth and purchase a map of this area. Available now for an excellent price. I already have map. Silly. Okay, we're gonna go down just a little bit more and then go right. Oh. They are super cute. All of the things in this game. Got him. That dude got. So you don't bully the cute things? Am I saying you're not cute? Oh, sure. I'm sure you're cute, Super Titan. Alright, we're going through here. Hollow Knight is such a fun game. It is, it is. It's like tough and cute, and it seems like it has like cute little story elements. Like I love the little characters in it and this kind of history it's building for this world. Hallownest. Is this gonna be a boss? I feel like the door is gonna lock behind me. Ah! Oh, I knew it. Excuse me. Ooh. Was that a boss? Or was that just a big enemy? Just a big enemy boy. He didn't even seem that tough. Am I just really strong now? You're pretty sure there's a new one coming out soon? I think I heard that too. Someone, like, the first day I streamed this was like, are you gonna be playing insert name of new one next? And I was like, I don't know what that is. But I probably will. I think I'm liking it a lot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I might be silly and stand people, but I'm not cute. If I was cute, people would have been happy with me stabbing them. I don't think that's true. I think that's a non sequitur. The logic doesn't follow. The fact that they made bugs look cute is weird. I don't know. I think lots of things can be made to look cute, especially if you give them like a big head and sad eyes. Whoa, I love the new avatar. So neat. Thank you. Thank you, Hippie Flippy. I appreciate it. There's apparently some funny clips of when I tried to debut it and something was wrong with my mic. So you can enjoy that too. I think Icaro posted it in the Discord. You know, every time you try to do something new and you just break everything. You'd be fine with Toga stabbing you? I feel like it's like She does like when the nurse pricks your finger and takes your blood kind of stab sometimes, and then other times she does like, this could kill you stab. Because she just needs a little bit of your blood. Doesn't need very much. Bugs are cute. A lot of bugs are. I agree with that. When I go on like hikes and stuff, I do a lot of stopping to take pictures of bugs and mushrooms. The music in here sounds like I just walked into a part of a castle that I wasn't supposed to be in. Like very Beauty and the Beast organ room. Okay. An ornate door made from glistening metal. There's a slot for some kind of key. I have a key. Can I use a key? That's... Is it not a... It's just a simple key. It's not a fancy enough key? Is that the problem? Oh, are you guys talking about eating bugs? Hello, Dawn. Good to see you. I really like this music. Hey, Pirate John. Long time no see. Bug night. Yes, here we are. Wait, what's that? Oh. Ah! I wasn't expecting that. Dawn, John. Same, same. Wait, there's Dawn and... Wait, did I say... Did I not say both of you? Dawn is here and John is here. Good to see you both. Okay. That thing did a squish when you jumped over it. Oh, like a squish sound? Like you could hear it? Oh god. Oh god, it hurts. Why does this guy teleport? Oh god. Oh, I hate it. Now the music here has become more stressful to me. Oh. I'm stressed. Okay, it's fine. I heard you say both of our names. To be fair, though, the D and J sound same-ish sometimes. This guy teleports because he's rude. It is very rude of him. I really don't like it. When you study, when you eat, when you play, when you're walking on the street, when you're at school, when you're anywhere, there's always an annoying fly that keeps annoying you. There's just a fly that follows you around. That sounds like you've been cursed. You're a big fan of spiders? Jumping spiders are super cute. Jumping spiders sound terrifying, though. You know, like... the fact that it can jump on... Aw, that's not where I wanted to go. Can I go up from here? Oh, I can. Never mind. This is where I wanted to go. Oh my gosh. I love the way that guy looks. His little arms just do a little swish. Just look at his little arms when he comes at me. Did you see it? I love it. Oh gosh. Ah! Please no. Woo! This like whispering too? Not a fan. Ugh. That guy. My least favorite enemy. Jump over the creature and see it squish itself? Okay, I'll do that next time. You don't like cockroaches too? I don't think... Does anyone like a cockroach? Okay, nice. Open the door. It's always good. What's this? Record Abba. The mind still limits us so. How to break past its constraints? To attain a pure focus. Is it even possible? I don't know. I don't know. You've never seen a cockroach? Oh my goodness. You're not convinced they exist! They definitely exist. I've seen many a cockroach. They're horrible. I envy you for not having to see them. Ah! Oh my goodness. Ah. Ah! Oh my gosh, that was very rude. Oh, well. This guy. This guy. Oh my gosh, I'm so far away. Whoops. You're all lying. They don't exist. Somebody send Ikaru some cockroaches. You've never seen a roach in person and you sincerely hope you never do. I hope that for you as well. That guy looks like someone you need to pogo. I feel like that too. It also feels like I want to try to get him with his own explodey thing. You would love to try fried cockroach someday? Maybe you have. You've been to a sketchy restaurant. Okay, gonna rest here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so far away. Just gonna do a lot of falling. Loop, loop, loop. Oh, this isn't right. Ah! Okay. Oof. We want to be much healthier than this when we get to that guy. So we gotta do some saving up. Go sit at this bench. Potentially, then it certainly was pretty good. For anyone who hasn't experienced a cockroach visit or a rat visit to your house, I would like to say enjoy your life, because if you are that lucky, you probably have spent all your luck on that. All this bug eating talk was lovely while I was heating up your food, my food in the kitchen. Ah, yes, that's just think about potential oh my gosh, I'm doing horribly. All of the potential for bugs in your food. Okay, this is right. This is right. We're doing the thing. I sat in the bench, right? Did I? Just in case. Nom 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 nom. I've decided this music makes me nervous. I liked it a lot at first. I thought it was kind of romantic sounding. Now I'm nervous. Oh. Oh my gosh. I can't. Okay. Bloop. Oh. I think he just squishes down sometimes, regardless of if I'm over his head or not. Do I want a little tip? I will take a little tip. Also, hello, Melon. How's it going? It was fun watching you play Spelunky. I've been enjoying watching you. Looks tough. Too hard. Oh god. No. Ah! Oh gosh. I need lots of tips. There's a shortcut to the left here. Oh really? I left some stuff up there. To the left. Here. Yeah, either way, the squish is enjoyable to look at. It's true. It's so cute. And its little wiggly arms. The wiggly arms are the cutest. I guess it's not really worth going back to get my stuff. I did go over here. I don't have a key for this door. I don't know what kind of key I need. Eh. If only... If only I knew how to get up there. The only thing you ever liked about bugs, especially ants, is their antennae. They look like horns. They look good somehow. You don't like their cute little leggies. Doing so much work. Moving so fast. To get not very far. What am I missing? I don't have key. I guess I will go back and try to get my stuff. Oh, the left wall while you ride the elevator. I'm guessing I have to go into that room and get my stuff. Oh, I see. Let me in! Oh, a shortcut. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful shortcut. I love that. Thank you. Could I have gotten that from the other side? But then I just would have, like, fallen in and died. No? Okay. One-way breakable wall. I see. Well, I appreciate you pointing it out to me. One of the things I think I miss the most when I'm playing this game is the one-way. I mean, the invisible walls. Okay. Oh my god. Well, this was just a waste. Oh! At least I can get here fast now. By the way, have you given a name to the hero yet? I haven't named him. Am I supposed to? Hey. Hey. Right in my face. Something you look for a lot with this game in Spelunky. I'm assuming I'll develop some kind of eye for it. It seems like... I don't know. Maybe something that I need practice at. I honestly don't look for them at all. That's what you deserve for not giving that hero a name. Am I meant to name them? Or do they come with a name? I don't want to name them if they already have a name. What if they don't like the name I give them? Huh? I thought I was going to, die to that thing. Oh my gosh. I was trying to get some soul, but I ended up just goofing. Ah. And then I goofed again. I'm such a goof. Okay. Let's just go for it, I guess. Ah! Oh, I'm so glad it didn't squish me. Oh, I'm so glad it didn't squish me. You want to look for a lot of planks holding something up, alternate paths before things that seem like a big deal, levers, gates before something significant, all sorts of stuff that might be a mini checkpoint. The alternate paths before things that seem like a big deal. I think I have a bad like radar for something that seems like a big deal unless it's like I've already experienced the big deal thing. Okay. Oh god. Oh, oh. Every time I try to do a... Okay, well. I don't like it when I'm trying to get my soul back and fighting him. You know what? From now on, his name shall be Moon the Bug Conqueror. What if he's a bug? What if he's not conquering the bugs and he just loves them? He's trying to save them. What then? I guess I should just look at the walls more. Ah. Hey, that was very rude. Hey, he should have got hit by his own thingy. Oof. Ah! Oh no, I meant to hit him and I just like landed on him with my body and not actually hit him. Shoot. You can't stick around too long because you have to go to sleep right now? Or in a bit? Alright. Well, I get it. I get it. People gotta sleep. Let you have your moment. Okay, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, the shiny... Oops. Rubber cheese balls the stone sanctum enemies shoot are not friendly fire. Aww. I was really hoping that I could make him hit himself with it. You know, like that plant in the other place that shoots out similar things. And they explode and they can kill themselves with it. I feel like that's how it should work. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And they're so hard to get away from. Oh my gosh. I can't heal in his fight because he has so much movement, but I feel like I can... Should I put my shell back on? I like my little shell. Okay. I can probably hit him with the magic a little bit more. You know? You think that's because the mushroom's projectiles are explosive? Oh, okay. And these aren't considered explosive? A bug kingdom, a lost hope, a lot of deaths stuck in a loop. This isn't the most deaths we've experienced. Come on. This is very... We've barely gotten started. We're just warming up. Just a warm-up. Ah, I thought I was gonna miss it. Whew. Ah. Oh my gosh! I was dashing. This is not the one. This is not the one. I dashed right into him. Big rip. I do appreciate this shorter route. It's very important. A hero with undying will, his hollow body with courage shall be filled.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Okay, we're doing it. We're doing the thing. It's time for the rhyme. Don't write any of those. Didn't write any of those in a while. I was trying to get a rhyming cadence on them. Thanks for that pep talk, Ikaru. Bloop 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 bloop. Bloop bloop bloop. Bloop 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 bloop. Oh my gosh. Ah. Oh, no. Ah, fudge. Ah! No. Oh my gosh. Okay. It doesn't work if I'm too close to him. That was like a really bold decision for me to try to heal right there with him right next to me. That was very silly. You should try and use your dash more. It's insanely useful in these fights. Okay. I do feel like I don't use it enough, but I also try not to button mash. If I start using too many things, I am like just being ridiculous, and I end up running into their attacks more than I end up dodging them. Idea! Are there perhaps standard city enemies in a room nearby? You can stock up on soul before coming back to the sanctum. That is a good question. There are perhaps some of those. Mayhaps. Maybe I'm going further away than I should. Maybe I can just, hit one of those little sluggy guys a couple of times without, bloop. That worked a little bit. Fight and die and fight again. In this story you are the main. I do be fighting and dying. Though don't forget there's also those jars that you can break for soul. Yeah, I was trying to get some of those earlier, but these guys do me a hurt. Okay, I'm actually as full as I can get. So we'll go in like this. Oh my gosh. No! Okay. That's when I should have dashed. Whew. Okay, that did not help me. Ah! Okay. So much for trying to heal. Oh my gosh. I thought... Okay. It's fine. I'm not going to complain about my own failures, but... Jesus. Jesus. Okay. This dude, when he does his dash swing, you can tell because he raises his arm. You can just jump and swing down to pogo him. I keep dying. Can someone come help me? I do keep dying. I do be dying. Good call out, Milts. Bloop. Okay. We got some soul. Hydrate? I should do that. I don't know if you can hear me drinking, but thank you for the hydrate. I had some water. Fight under the light of the moon, your power shall beautifully bloom. Aw. It does feel like moonlight, although we're underground, so it's gotta be just like bioluminescence. I usually do pretty good at the pogo hits. I don't know why I haven't been doing it. Maybe I'm nervous. The stream did start off with like a... Ah! Me and my nerves. Ah! Thank you so much for that resub, IDK. Ah! Sorry. Aw. I appreciate it. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, that one followed me for a lot longer. Okay, those iframes saved me for a second. IDK, thank you so much. Yeah, new PNG. Yeah, she's a little more wobbly than I want her to be, but we're working on it. We're getting her there. And sometimes her mouth doesn't move when I want it to. But we'll get there too. It's her first day. She's a little nervous. But thanks for the resub. I hope you enjoyed those emotes. We do have a new one. It looks a little bit like this. Yeah, check it out. It's good stuff. Bioluminescence and tiny little fireflies. Aww. Little firefly babies. Slash and dash, use your BOGO victory shall be your new logo. If only I could remember to use those skills. It's okay, guys. This is the time. I don't feel like this guy it should be this tough. He doesn't actually have like a tough move set. There's just, for some reason, these little cheese balls are getting the best of me. Ah. Well. And my old self. Okay, great. Great. Off to a great start. Aw. Oh my gosh! Oh, that one really scared me. It like came around me and popped up in front of me. Is now a bad time to mention that he's like the second or third easiest boss? No, it's not a bad time. I feel like this happens to me a lot, actually. If you've ever watched me play a game. Aw. I'm a doofus. I can't even get over this little ledge. I have good days and bad days. I'm like incredibly inconsistent at doing things. But your nail is directional. It can swing down. Thank you, Club One. I know. I actually have done a lot of pogoing, but I'm just having a bad day. Not in general, but in this game. Stream's been weird today. Ah! Oh god. Oh, he's gonna hit me. It's like not worth it to even heal against him, really. I shouldn't even need to, I guess, is the point. Oh, okay. Stop judging me. It's fine. We'll get through it. You're gonna go to sleep? Have a good night, Super Titan. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Hope you have good sleeps. They'll either be peaceful or wild, but what you know is there's always a story, even if it's a fever dream. Yes, dreams do have some messages. I hope you sleep well. Alright guys, this is the time. This is the one. Oof. Oof. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Whew. Okay. I knew this was the one. There you go. Get that pogo in. Thank you. I just had to have a minute of bad times. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Oh, you know what? It's time. It's time for that celebrate. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 uh, we did it! Yeah! Alright. I didn't even, like... I thought that was just, like, a big boy. Like, not a boss, but you know how in that, room when I first started, there was that first guy, that, like, weak bug dude that was just throwing the little cheese balls at me. I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. I wasn't giving him enough credit. I was underestimating him. Maybe I should get a bench before... I should go back to the bench before I proceed. Oh. Do not fret. I am here now. Ah! I was worried. Hello, Lamar. Good to see you. Look. Look, I got new stuff. It's a new look. A new me. And, a new emote. I see this new 2D version of you. It's better than the 3D version, I think. I'm back. Welcome back, IDK. You missed it. I beat the boss. I mean, I know it doesn't look like it, because I'm going back up to the boss arena, but I just had to take a little break on the bench. You didn't want to be the one to say it? Hey! I accept. I accept. I'm just, like, really proud that she blinks. And does a little bit of a wiggle when she's talking. A really big wiggle if I talk too loud, but that's okay. Thank you. Thank you, IDK. Have you been having a good weekend? Has everyone had a good weekend? What you been up to? Did you get any spring sale games? I got Bug Snacks, which Icaro has been, kind of urging me to play, so it will probably be my, like, chill in-between hard games game, that I play after this one. I'm looking forward to it. Bug Snacks is one of your favorites? Really? Yeah, I'm excited to pick it up. I'll finish Hollow Knight, play Bug Snacks, kind of like I did with, Dark Souls 3, and then, Slime Rancher. Yeah. And then I don't know what I'll play, but that's kind of the plan now. You got Risk of Rain? You're playing your first round now? Oh! I've seen people play. It doesn't seem like a game I would enjoy, but it's good to hear that there's multiple Bug Snacks lovers. It was the sale for it's like really good. It's I don't remember what it was. I think it was like 65% or something. It was pretty cheap. It was like less than $10 to buy it. Ah! This guy. I don't like him. Why can he teleport? That's very rude. Whoops. Did I just reset his health? I hate it when I do that. Is this one of those situations where running is best? Ah, shoot. He has that, like, cheese ball that, like, is around him, too. Ah! No! Oh my gosh. I'm running away. Oh god. Oh my gosh. I ran away. Oh no, I forgot to reset my thing. Oh, what? No, no. Okay, I didn't realize he could come up here. That was very alarming. I was very alarmed. I forgot to reset my thing so that it's not my shell anymore. That's sad. At the very least, the cheese balls he shoots don't phase through walls. But he does, and I forgot about that. Bugsnax, you got way back when on Epic, because that's all it was on, and they have it on PC Game Pass now, you think? I don't know what PC Game Pass is. The Xbox. Xbox Game Pass? Is that what that is? You've played through the whole main thing twice. Okay, so it's got some replayability. That's a good thing too. I also want to get Slime Rancher 2. Because I did enjoy Slime Rancher a lot. I feel like I want an emote that's just like Blep doing what this little slime guy is doing with his little arms. Like, it looks so silly. I love it so much. Yeah, it would be just like super nice to know where I am. There's so many of these guys! What the heck? What? Ooh. Why were there so many of this guy? I hated it. Oh. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Run. I was trying to run more, but it seems like we survived that. Okay. Oh my gosh. If only I knew how to jump. Because they're rude. They are rude. There were so many of them. Okay. Opening all the doors. I hope there's a bench soon? Can you jump up this? Nice. Okay. Okay, cutie patootie. Look at his little arms! And the sound he makes, he's like ah! No! Unexpected! They fly? Who let them do that? Oh my gosh. Who told them they could fly? Do they just keep coming? Oh, they just live here. Oh, okay. No. Bell twister. Ooh. What does that do? Ah! Okay, okay. I'm out of here. Apparently I'm not supposed to be there. Reminder, you can shoot fireballs. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Reflecting the desires of the soul sanctum for mastery over soul, it improves the bearer's ability to cast spells. Reduces the soul cost of casting spells. Ooh. You see, if I remembered that I had a spell, that would be so useful. See, this is where it comes in handy, like, knowing where you are. I'm nervous. Oh no. There's someone coming. Soul Master! I regret doing this. I have regrets. Ah! Okay. Oh god. You guys saw me fight that other dude, right? Oh god. Oh. Well. Oh. No. Well. We knew that wasn't gonna go well. Alright. Let's see what this is all about. I have no idea where that was. Does this take... Oh, this takes 2. Can you get more notches? Maybe I don't need this right now. There are indeed more notches in the game. Absolutely you can. Also, hello, Gamma Iori. It's nice to meet you. Okay. Well, is that like a later game thing? You can also overcharge yourself, but I wouldn't. Okay. Good to know. You hadn't realized and had no idea that you hadn't found any yet? Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it would be nice if I could use more than 2 charms. I feel like more than 2 charms is kind of important. This guy's mean. I'd also love it if, like, there was a shorter path. So I'm trying to think about if I passed somewhere that seems like it would have been a shortcut. But I guess I did unlock one door. Like, one shortcut-ish. But it is pretty far. Like, I haven't unlocked this door. That's probably something I should do before I go to this fight again. Like, go down a little bit, unlock that. Bloop. Bloop, bloop. I'm rich.
Just do it!
We're doing
Make
it.
your dreams come true!
You scared me a little bit. You did. You got me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's a shorter path or not. It just felt like important to unlock. Ah! Fresh new PNG, I see. It's true. I'm sure you'll recognize this when I do it, but so what? I feel like this story will be most relevant to you since you hang out in Static stream. But Static has a dance emote that I absolutely love. So I asked Static where he got it from, and he shared the artist with me, and now I have one. And then I loved it so much, I was like, can I also have a PNG that's in this so that I can have them match? And yes. Yeah, Trail. Exactly. I got it from Trail, and check this out, check this out. Yeah. Yeah, I got it from Trail. Great artist. It was very fun, working out how to, all the little details that I wanted changed, like the hoodie, and the headphones, were kind of my style options. I just really like me in a hoodie. I like me in a hoodie. Oh gosh. It does feel like I should get better at using my dash. Ah! I thought that was the last hit, but apparently it wasn't. You don't have to kill everything, running straight past is a very valid option. It's a good point. I did a lot of running in Dark Souls 3, but for some reason, I actually do know why. In this game, I run less because I was so, like, attached to getting the Geo. I was like, oh, I have to start killing things more because I'm trying to save up Geo. But now I have the thing that I wanted, so I guess I don't have to save as much. Hold on, before leaving this room. There's a shortcut you can open? Where? Where? Hi, Dr. Craggle. You think it's open? She just doesn't use it? Oh. What is it? This? Is it this? Or... this one I just opened. This one? I just opened this one. How's it going, Dr. C-Dubs? Yeah, it's okay. I just opened it, because the first time coming through I hadn't opened it yet. And now we're making our way back. And the teleporty guys going through the walls is not ideal. I love these guys. I'm not gonna lie. These might be my favorite mob in the game. Bloop. Aw, now I miss my little things. My swarm. I got rid of the swarm so that I could see myself on the map. Regrets. You can smack through the ground. Oh my gosh. That's a very good reminder. I completely forgot about that. I don't need to go through here. Okay. I guess this is it. This is the boss. A reminder, you opened the gate. I wish that we could give you this little like highlight on your reminder messages. Going good? Saw your family over the weekend? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I spent a lot of time getting this PNG set up today, and then started stream and it was like scuffed, but it seems like we got it working out now. And yeah, haven't done much else. Bought bug snacks on the Steam bought bug snacks on the Steam sale, and yeah. It's doing an extra wiggle. It's like more wiggly than I expected it to be, but that's okay. That's working out. It's fine. I'm glad you like it. I appreciate that. Reminder, you cannot deny fate. Go fight, boss. Okay. Oh, I'm glad my bud is out here. Oh, even though he's mean. He's so mean. He's such a bully. So nice of them to provide some soul. I'm so good at remembering to use it. Soul Master. Oh. Aw. He's so mean. Ah! Okay. Fudge. Oh my god, what a waste. Oh my god. Ah! No! Okay. Oh no. Okay, that was sad. So sad. If you go back to the main town in the lower right portion of that area below the town, there's a vendor that you can get charm slots from. What? In the main town, in the lower right portion of that area. Wait. In City of Tears? The bottom right vendor here? Or in Forgotten Crossroads? Please help. Abandoned town and Crossroads, I think. Same room you fought Gruz mother? Gruz. You thought you were doing well and the second boss one-shot you? I'm familiar with that feeling. I feel like sometimes I think I'm doing really good and then you get whomped. Where you found the shopkeep that sells you lantern. Lurk. Thanks for the lurk, Milts. Okay. So we can just go up from here? the laughing house you couldn't reach before? Oh, I can reach it now. Ah! It'd be nice if you just left me alone. Oh, gosh. You made me kill you. I didn't want to. Oh, wait. There's a thing here, too. Ah! Ah. Okay. I know where I am. Okay, we're still going up. Aw, gosh. I miss my oh, no. Ouch. I miss my swarm. Oh my goodness. Look, guy, I'm just trying to get out of here. You don't have to you don't have to do that thing. If only it were facing the other way. Oh, so they could like dance together. Emu said that too. Okay, so down in the bottom right. Whee! Should I get this while we're here? Yum yum yum. I can't remember if it was just across. Ah, this was Gruz's mother, right? Ah. Awesome. Oh, look at it! Oh my goodness, it's so jiggly. Look at his little mouth. Do you see this guy? Ah. Oh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. I'm Salubra, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the town folk out there tell you to come and visit me? Yes. This is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. She hasn't been out there in a while. What were we talking about? Oh yes, charms. I can see you've started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take one home with you if you'd like. I don't have very much money. Okay. What do I need for a notch? 120, and then they get more expensive. Okay. She's not worried with the goings of the outside. She's just there to smooch and shit. Charming. It's very, reminds me of the, like fairy fountain ladies from, not Link's Awakening, Breath of the Wild. Okay. We gotta go get some... We gotta go get some Geo. Is that a bench? Oh my gosh, it is a bench. Nice. These guys are very low. They give very little money. Very little muns. But we can go up and do that fat night a couple of times, and that'll probably be enough. You know, I can see that comparison to the Breath of the Wild Great Fairies. Yeah, just like the... I don't know. Like the mannerisms of it and the like giggling. Something to note on Celabra's notches, the more expensive ones require you to own an amount of charms first. At the moment, you can only get the cheapest one. Okay. That is good to know. I'm excited that you can get more notches. I was feeling like there was no way that I would have to just like ration the 3 notches between my charms. But I do miss my swarm. I regret not having that. And I can't wait until I have a notch to put it on. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to swarm. For the time being. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh my gosh. Can one hit those guys now? I'm so strong. Oh god. Oh, this overhead swing was a lot. Alright, alright. One more time for that guy. Because of the collection? Yeah. Do you have the long nail yet? I don't think so. I have 1 upgrade on my nail. Which I don't know. I don't know what the long nail is. I have the first upgrade on my nail. Oh. No, that was my first time going to Celabra. I'd never been. I just met her. We only just met. Oh, it's bought from Sly. It seems like I have a lot of things to purchase. Maybe I should get my stuff back from right before that boss fight and then do that boss fight a little bit later. Okay, we have enough for the notch now. Okay, well, we can see if she sells it while we're there. Bloop. I'll see what each of the charms she has are. It seems like it'd be good to know what is available. And then I can go visit Sly when we're done with Celabra. Whee! The giggling. Okay. Lifeblood heart. Have you ever drunk that bright blue liquid, lifeblood? It's a bit of a taboo, but it makes you feel much healthier, doesn't it? Okay. Long nail is here. It's 300, and I have that much on my body. If I go get my stuff from right before the boss fight, and then come back. Steady body. I love the simple design on this little fellow. Very classy. It's made out of a nice, solid, heavy material, too. Wear it, and you'll be able to stay firmly in place when swinging your nail around. Oh. I don't know if I'd like that. If you ever learn any spells, you should buy this charm for yourself. I've heard it will make your spell much stronger. So what's the difference between this one and the one I just got? Is it, like, much stronger than the other one? Quick focus. Oh, does this make you heal really quickly? We're here for this. Thank you. The other one makes spells cheaper to cast? Oh, and this one makes them stronger. I see, I see. The Twister one reduces spell cost. This one increases spell damage. Got it. Quick focus heals quickly. I like that. I need that one. Oh. Let's do this while we're here. Oh. Do 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 do. Okay.
Hey.
Hey! Hey, Moonblade. There's also the Soul Catcher charm you got from Ancestral Man, which increases soul gained from each enemy strike. Not sure if it's more or less effective than Twister's discount. Oh, that's a good thing to point out. Because I did like the Soul Catcher. I almost just put that on there, instead of the Geocatcher, but seems like, or instead of Swarm. Seems like Swarm's probably really good to have on right now, though, because I'm kind of broke. Here we go. Gosh, wouldn't it be nice if we could just go through the wall here? Okay. Hi. Well, hello there. Oh my gosh. I always forget about this spiky ceiling. Very rude. General Kenobi! Bench. We're so fast. We're so speedy. Hello there. Hi, how you doing? I feel so bad killing that guy. He's so cute. He's such a cutie. I used the shortcut. Look at me, I'm a gamer. I play games. Sometimes well, mostly poorly though. Ouch. Ouch. Help. Ouch. Oh god, I hate it here. Am I gonna die? Probably still better than Mark. Depends on the game. Mark is pretty good at Minecraft. Pretty good. He does a good Minecraft. I love these guys. Okay. Do I want to get that soul jar? Ah! Panic! Okay. Crank that soul jar, boy! That's silly. Alright. We have the soul jar. I mean, we have the goods. Was there somewhere I could have... Oh, this is just a dead end. Is it? Maybe like a one-way? I think I'm gonna go get long nail just to see if it's helpful in this fight. Oh my gosh. Whoop. Spend my money while I have it. Ah! He just teleported himself right under me. Oh my gosh. So dangerous. It sounds so spooky. This isn't the music that's playing during the boss fight, is it? Oh, this was silly. This isn't what I meant to do. Have a little rest. Oh gosh, jumped right into that. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Ah! You guys are being mean to me. Oh, okay. I've been trying to get him to do that for so long. Ouch! Oh gosh. Ah! I know I don't even need- oh my gosh. This is not good. I'm embarrassed. Somebody come tell me to stop being reckless. Yeah! Come on, guy, you do it too. Come on. Okay, it's fine. Oh! Oh, okay. I knew that was going to happen. I knew I was going to get got.
I keep dying. Can someone come help me?
It's true. Construct. Hello. How is it going? I do keep dying. And people are helping me. How's the new stream setup coming along? Thank you. Thank you for shouting out Construct. Fun friend. Check him out. Ah! Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh my gosh, so many shout outs. Look everyone, these are all of our friends. They're all wonderful, very fun streamers. We really appreciate having them hang out with us and also just have a really fun time hanging out in their streams. So we don't ever give shout outs unless we love the streamer. So it is a really genuine recommendation. I hope you go check them out. Check them out. If you see a game they recently streamed that you're interested in looking at, do it. Even if you don't. They're really cool. They're worth the watch. They probably could make this jump. Gosh! Most of them are better than me at games. We're going to Forgotten Crossroads. Thank you so much. No problem. Glad you're doing well. The projects are doing well also. That's good to hear. I'm doing pretty good. I've had a pretty decent weekend. We got some errands done. We're going on a big trip. We have a big trip coming up. And I'm just like constantly thinking about how to pack for it. So we got some like shopping for the trip done. And got a new game. I got Bug Snacks. I haven't played it yet, but I got it. I'm really excited about playing it in the future. And now we're hanging out here. Oh, and I spent like a lot of this day setting up this PNG. Yeah. And it seems to be working out good. Let me know if you have any, if there's any tweaks you think would help it out. At least you're honest about it? About what? About y'all being better streamers than me? Okay. Let's see, I could buy a couple of these. You need to own 10 charms. I only need 2 more. This one seems good too. I don't really care for that one. Is this like a slow heal? What does this do? What is lifeblood? Lifeblood. It looks cute. Thank you. It's by Trailbotic, which is one of the artists that did the dance emote for. I don't know if they did all of Static's emotes, but Static recommended them, and I'm just loving it. Lifeblood is an extra blue masks you get when you hit. Oh, yeah. Okay. It turns your health into lifeblood hearts. They act as temporary health points. Okay. I'll just buy it. Because now I just need to get money to unlock this notch. That seems good. It adds a few to the end of my health bar too. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this one for now and try long nail. Not being able to heal is a meh thing though. Oh, it doesn't let you heal. That seems very meh. Very much not what I want. I want to be able to heal. I need to heal. I rely very heavily on healing. Oh, that was longer. Very nice. You never understood the lifeblood charms? Yeah, I think some charms don't make sense to me because I can't think of a build like that I would be able to play that would use it. But I think a lot of people can make some interesting builds that they enjoy having things like that for. I don't know. I need healing. I heard that in a voice like from Borderlands for some reason. Okay, we're going back to try this boss. I mean, by the time you can make a lifeblood charm build work, you don't need the lifeblood and can use more aggressive charms. I see. I don't know all the options out there. It's my first time. It's my first time playing this game. But generally in games, like, I'm like, I will never use this thing, and someone's like, I use that all the time. I'm like, oh, well. Bye. Ah! Don't poke my butt. He was poking me in the butt. It was very rude. That sounds sus out of context. It sounds sus either way. Alright. Should I get rid of the compass while I'm doing this boss fight and try to use... Oh, no, this is a 2-notch one. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I want to use, like, this one. But maybe this one will be good since I forget about my spell a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go in and try it with Long Nail. You don't need Wayward or Swarm for a boss fight? Yeah, that's how I was feeling. I was feeling that way about it. And I kind of want to go in with Shaman Stone, but that's 3. So, probably one of these two. Soul Catcher or Spell Twister. Soul Catcher feels good because I could use it for healing or spell. Okay. Okay, that does seem good. I also really like the boulder shell, but I don't feel like I can heal very much whether I have the shell on or not, just because I get hit a lot. Soul Catcher is usually good. Shaman is good if you remember to use spell. Okay, well. I was usually nail dependent, so I didn't ever take advantage of Shaman. Yeah, I feel like I lean on the nail as well. And just forget about casting the spell. And sometimes I miss with the spell, which is very annoying to me. Like, I try to use it and then I'm facing the wrong way. Or I shoot under the boss. It's so annoying. Okay, I actually just ran out of water, so I'm going to take a quick break. Hello, this is Farah! Hello, good to see you. I have a big smile on my face, I promise. I have to do a quick BRB, but when I come back, we're gonna do this boss fight once again. I do! A very big smile. The smells are much more powerful than the nail early game. Yeah, someone was telling me that before, like the spell is like 15 damage versus like... My nail was originally 5, and I think it's 9 now. That smile is our only hope. It's the only thing keeping the world going, huh? Alright, I will be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Actually, if you need to, definitely go somewhere. Do some stretching. I encourage some stretching and getting some eyes off the screen while I do a quick BRB. So, BRB. What kind of theme do I have? You know, I'm just... It's kind of quirky and really simple and cute.
I'm just gonna fight the queen bee real quick.
By yourself? Come on, I think we could do it. I think we could knock that out. Oh my gosh! Charles! This is a long jumping puzzle. Oh!
Oh!
So... I thought I was gonna punch myself.
Stop hitting yourself. Ooh! Ooh!
Oh, I really did punch myself!
Oh, it's getting me.
Who did my task? I was waiting for the boss.
I keep dying. Can someone
And then
come help me?
oh yeah, sure, that takes me.
Except for now I'm the murderer. Oh shit.
What?
What?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
I wasn't muted! No, this guy's about to murder me. Oh, he like...
Do it.
All the panic!
You got it. Nice.
Did I do it?
Nice.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, nice.
Tell me what foods everyone is eating. Tell me about your foods.
So demanding.
Please? Is this it? Oh my gosh! Please don't say there's another phase! Oh, did we do it? Oh my gosh! Yeah!
It's not letting me draw another.
Ooh, maybe it's like out of the card. Oh my god!
Help! No! Ken! No!
Oh no!
Look at what you've all done. Wow, what a great day. My cheeks already hurt. We're starting off here. Aw, I really appreciate this. You are all too kind. Too kind. Oh. I accidentally turned on the confetti when I switched screens. Hello. Welcome back. I hope you had a good break. Got some water, did some stretching. Gave your eyes a little rest from the screen. Oh, we're back. We're back now. You gotta glue your eyes back on the screen. Alright, the confetti's back. Amogos. Yes, that clip will is pretty infamous, I think, in in my community. It's a pretty popular one. One of my more embarrassing moments. Dance! Are you forcing me to do a jig? Alright, for you. Yeah. Alright, that's it. The one buff emote! Is that you? Ironically, you were typing it anyway, then the clip came on as you hit send. Really? Wait, did you not know about the clip? That one buff emote is very funny to me in that, like, sea of, like, celebrates. Okay. It's time for us to go try to fight this dude. We're feeling kind of strong. You didn't know? Oh my gosh. That is pretty ironic. Well, now you know. Iconic clip. Iconic Lex clip. A Lex fail to remember. Oh. Oof. Oh my gosh. These guys. Oh my goodness, that was so good. That was good stuff. Hate these guys. Ah! 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 Oh my god. I'm just going to die to these guys. It's horrible. It's horrible here. At least they give me money. It's the only good thing. Also, it's so good to know about this, floor hack. Thanks to Melon. Well, apparently I can't hit this guy through the floor. But it's okay. Let's fill up on some soul. Just some quick little snacks before we go. Whoop. So spicy. Boss fight. Oh, I forgot about these. I didn't even need the soul snacks. Whoops. Oh, gosh. Oh, shoot. That was one of the times where I missed. I was just facing the wrong direction. Oh! F! Ah, fudge. Ah! Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm always jumping already when he does that. Oh, fudge, 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 fudge. I should pogo on him. Oh god. Okay, that wasn't the worst, but it wasn't very good. Dead. It was, yeah. Yeah, agreed. I am dead. Okay. We're speeding through this area. Ah. Oof. That was rough. It wasn't pretty, but we did it. We get so much soul. So that feels pretty good. I like it when your stuff is like not actually in the boss arena. That's really nice. Very Phantom of the Opera-y. Oh god. 3 of those in a row feels like unfair. Ah! Oh, God. That was horrible! Skill issue. It is a skill issue. It's definitely a skill issue. I'm gonna eat some nerds. Okay. Don't jump early when he's shooting balls at you. And don't forget to pogo. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize I was jumping early, but I feel like that does sound like me. I'm panicking too much to pogo. Okay. This is one of those times as well where the, like, path to the boss is pretty annoying. Ah. Like, on its own. My God. No! Oh my God! Okay, well that was the worst. Worst yet. You can jump up the windows instead of waiting in the elevator. What?! I had no idea. Patience is always weirdly successful in this game. Souls-like, I see, yeah. I think in Dark Souls 3 I also had a patience issue. It's what gets me in most of the fights. Or if I just wait a little bit, I could probably be successful. But I'm just like jumping all around like a maniac. I feel like they're multiplying. What? Is this better or worse? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna just have to tank. That was chaotic. At best. If the elevator is on the ground floor, probably better. Depends on whether you can make it up or not. Yeah. I mean, I made it up. But I still got attacked by those dudes. I struggle right here. It's like hard to get through this spot. But it's okay. We're doing the thing. Stay away from me! Okay. Oh my god, 2 of them. This is a panic. Whew. Aw. No! Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't even feel like I'm close. Heal in the middle when he does the run across with the balls thing. Oh, that's smart. Also, when he does the little smash thing, if I make it into the middle before, it seems like a good spot. I think they'd rather you didn't crush their lord. Or maybe they want me to crush him. Maybe that he's oppressing them. You don't know. Maybe they're being oppressed and that's why they're so grumpy. Unless you do know. If anyone has some good lore, I would love it. I wish I could just not get hit. I'm sure you guys would like that too. I just spent some time not getting hit. Maybe I need to practice with these guys. I just really hate the whispers. The whispers are so bad. There actually is some lore in game, at least in the Hunter's Journal. But is there, I mean, I forgot this thing hurts me. Is there lore about, this, this boss being an oppressive ruler? It's the kind of lore I'm looking for. It'd be really motivating to know. Well, you'll find that out soon enough, I think. Oh, really? I feel like he's oppressing me. He's being a meanie for sure. Well. God dang it. Oh, God. I am not dodging anything. I'm like hitting every single thing that comes my way. I just ran into that. Okay. This is frustrating me. It's fine. Soon enough, like, if I get through this boss fight, it will give me the lore that I'm looking for. Because that could be a motivator, you know? We made it through! Hey, Boss Kitty. If you like lore, this game is swimming with it. I do like lore. I'm trying to pick it up as I go, but I feel like I'm missing some things. Okay, I'm taking a drink of some water. And then we're gonna head back in. Here we go. Oh my god. This is just sad. How do I avoid those when he's like... I guess I could dash more?
I keep dying. Can someone come help me?
I used my soul thing instead of dashing. Oh, no! No! I attack your face with my face. Is that a smooch? I just tried to give him a smooch and it hurt. Well, you successfully spell stalled, even if it wasn't the intention. That wasn't my intention. I intended to dash. And then I used my spell. Which is a big bummer. Is that a trick some people use? Can I pretend I'm good at games? When the whispers appear, I start to panic. Ah! Why are there so many of you? Jeez. Jeez! Every time I try to get through this area without killing any of them, I just end up hurt. It helps if you bait the orbs around you into the ground. Oh. Oh, is that what... I think Club told me not to jump when the orbs were coming at me, and I was like, I didn't understand. I thought I should still jump, but I just like wasn't jumping over them late enough. I should probably dash away from them. Thank you, Bloker. We meet again. Old friend. What charm build do you have, by the way? Great question. I'm just using these two, which is my first time using these two. Previously, I just had one of these on, and Boulder Shell. But now I'm trying these guys out. What you do is jump over them if you can and run the way they came so they hit the ground. Okay. Just don't run away from them because then they can chase you. These are solid early game picks. Okay, great. I had a little help picking them out. It's I just bought the new notch too, so I haven't like previously been able to hold this much. Oh god. Whew. That wasn't good. Okay. I was... Aw, okay. Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at dodging this one. Ah! Oh, I was going the wrong way, and then he just body slammed me for good measure? That was rude. A friend of you bought you Prop Night and the game isn't bad? Oh, I have that game. I haven't played it yet. A bit closer that time, you think? Thank you. I do think I did a better job, like, with dodgies that time. I don't think I got as many hits in as I have before. But, I think I'm doing a better job of dodging, which is maybe more important than me getting a bunch of hits in. Ah, shoot. Oof. You're doing pretty good. It's all trial and error. Thank you, Bloker. It was very kind of you to say. Okay. We'll get it eventually, you know? Sometimes, oh, that was bad. Sometimes I Oof, that was close. Oof. I don't recognize it when he's doing that. Oh my god! Or when he does that. Oh my gosh. Ah! He's so mean. Oh my god. If I jump when he's about to do that, oh, he gets me. He gets me regardless. Don't forget to dash if he darts far away. And don't forget to heal when he staggers. Heal when he staggers? I thought I'm supposed to hit him a bunch. You can do it, buddy. Thanks. There's not really a tell for when he slams and fake out slams. Just try to be prepared to jump out of the way for both versions. Don't jump too high for the first one. Okay. I do just jump really high. Definitely closer that time. Thank you. I did. I did get excited about it. Okay. Progress, though. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. This guy usually doesn't, like, get on top of me so soon. Just ignore me, sir. You don't want to mess with this. I'm too strong for you. I like that sometimes when I jump over that one spot, something goes bleh. Okay. Oh, I was just running away from the freaking balls. I didn't know what to do. This was a bad decision. Oh! Oh my gosh. No! Ah! Okay, that wasn't very good. Take this egg of shame. I do feel ashamed. Maybe I should get another reaction for my PNG that's Lex Shame. The middle is always safe when he does the ball return thing. Oh. So it's like the same pattern every time. Like... Okay. Oh, that was dumb. Ouch. Ah! No! Okay. Well, I might just die here. I think I'm getting really impatient, or tired, or a combination of the two. Same pattern every time. Okay, so middle of the map, do you mean like on that like third metal sectioning of the little window part? Sad times, for real, for real. For real, no cap. It is sad times. Not unfamiliar in Lex fighting a boss territory, but it is what it is. Oh. I hate these guys. Why you gotta be so mean? Elevator is safe place? I guess so. They can't hit you if you're in the elevator shaft, whether it's there or not. Oh. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool to know. I guess I kind of miss, like, I lost like 200 geo. Sorry, but Dark Souls has taught me that elevators are the most dangerous beings in existence. I feel very similarly. I do not feel safe in an elevator. I was once in an elevator and a mob hit me in the top of my head, and it would have like normally been just like a fine hit, like I would have survived it. Oh my god. Okay, we're going. True. But the mob just hit me right off the elevator. It was so sad. Alright. Here we go. The middle. Is that like here? Ah. Ah! Oh good, I had some iframes. Great. Oh. Okay, that wasn't the middle, I guess. Oh my gosh! Oh, shoot! The heck? Okay, middle when he's like on his way back works. Ah! Oh, I should hit it when I do that. Yeah. Ah! Oh god. I have no heal. Oh god. Yeah. Oh, this was the worst. Reminder, charge attacks are a good time to pogo. Oh my gosh, yes, I felt like that when I was jumping over his head every time, but then I was like panicking about not getting over his head. Okay. That was bad, but it was better. You better go before it gets too late. Alright, good night, Moonblade. I probably have like 2 more tries in me, so... Since I usually call it around 10 EST, and that's about 15 minutes from now. But we've done other things besides this boss fight in this session, so I'm feeling okay about it. Like, about not getting... If we don't get past the boss fight, I feel like fine. Ah! They're bullying me. I'm being bullied. Ugh! We're getting out of here. Alright, good night, Moonblade. Have a good sleep. I'll catch you next time. That's a good point. It does give me more height. It does give me more height. Hey Jack! How's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend. I know it's almost over. I hope you had a good weekend. New avatar looking good. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Do a little wiggle. Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate it. It didn't start with the concept of being an avatar. It started with the concept of being that emote, and then I was just like so happy with it. I was like, actually, can I also... Almost over? You have off tomorrow. Ah, rub it in my face. Rub it in my face, Jack. I guess while I'm gonna let you hit me, I should just... Oh my god. Oh, I failed to do it once again. I'm getting better at those, though. Oh, I really don't understand how to dodge this one. Ah, I... Ah. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh my gosh. I get hit by one of those every time. I feel like I should jump past 2 of them in his first pass, and then the second pass, it's like, goes by fast enough where I just have to jump over 1. Rubs it in. Very rude. So do you plan on using your avatar rather than your face cam now? That's a good question! I think that I will still use both. But I think I'll be using an avatar a little bit more often. Not just because I got a new one, but because I have just been like lower energy lately, and it's been making it hard for me to want to be seen while I'm streaming, but then I still want to stream. So I was like, I need something that I can like do this confidently with. So I was like thinking about using my old PNG and or more often, and just giving like updating the way that my old PNG was connected. Like this one, my old PNG was connected through Discord, so I had to be like on a Discord, in Discord, in a voice channel, oh my god, for that PNG to work, which isn't what I really wanted, and I hadn't really invested a lot into updating it. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to die. Until today, I had some time to actually get it together. Oh my gosh. So I'll be using it more often, but probably not exclusively. You mostly do it because you always want to wear PJs? Yeah. It's like, not even like what I'm wearing though. It's like sometimes my face looks so tired and I know my face looks tired, but I don't want anyone else to know my face looks tired. Especially like, I don't know. I think people comment on my face looking tired whenever I am, and then I'm like, can we just pretend like it doesn't? Oh, Jack, look in the Discord for some technical audio bugs that gave me it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it wasn't like the cleanest start when I was kicking off the stream. It wasn't the cleanest start, but we got here. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh my god. He disappeared, didn't he? Oh, this is just getting worse. This is gonna be one of those, probably better when, I've had some rest fights. Oh god. Especially because I keep missing that free hit. Oh, God. Okay, I got through it that time. Gosh, the psych. Oh, I hit him. Oh, God. I was like so proud of myself for doing the pogo. Aww. I was so proud of the pogo, and then I just like panicked. Okay, this is probably our last attempt for tonight, and then we will get him next time. Sometimes all you need is a good nap. Oh. Oh gosh. Just a little pleb beating the crap out of me. We did get some cool things tonight. We got a couple more charms. We got a new notch so that we can use more charms at a time. Okay. I feel like we should maybe farm a little bit more soul from this guy. Oh my gosh. I think these guys will be my favorite mob for a while. Just look at him. Look at his little arms go. Who made him so cute? Jack, how's your new, Binding of Isaac run going? Are you trying to get Dead God on all of your save slots? Is it called Dead God? Is that what it is? Sorry if I'm butchering that. Oh, I forgot to hit Pogo again. Aw, fudge. Aw. Oh! Oh, I jumped into that. Ugh, embarrassing. Ooh, 2 hits. Ah! Oh, I landed on him. Whew. Ah. Did I get it? Did I do it? Is this... What is happening? What? Ah! What is this? Hey! Oh. Oh my gosh! Oh! Is he hurting me? Nope, phase 2. Oof, phase 2. Phase 2 hurts. Oh no! Oh no! Is it? Oh gosh. Ah. Oh. Whoops. You're still here. Well, I think I have to call it here. I guess we made it to phase 2. And big womp. But I think we're picking up on his patterns pretty good now. Except there at the end where I didn't know there was a phase 2 and I just let him hit me. I let him hit me a few times, so that was a bummer. Ouch! Right in my face. That was right in my face. I'm glad I didn't do some confetti and dancing. Goes well? You don't think you've lost a run so far? Wow! That's amazing. Amazing. Critical hit. Oh my gosh. I'm covered in rotten food. Alright, friends. I really enjoyed hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. We got some things. We got, well, we found this boss. We got some new charms. We got Shaman Stone, Spell Twister, Lifeblood Heart, and Long Nail.
Just
pretty good night.
Do it! Make your dreams come true!
Just do it? What do you mean? I gotta go to sleep. I'm a sleepy bug. Thanks for the stream. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out, Adidas. It's been good. I hope you enjoy your night as well. Let's see if we have people online, that we want to go visit. Man, not a lot of people online right now. We got Flamin' Scott on, but usually he ends like pretty soon. Joe and Tay's Let's Plays is still doing their Dark Souls 3 run. Cal Rampage is playing Diablo 4. 3. Diablo 3. That seems fun. What are we thinking? His title is funny. Cal Rampages? Let's go there. Let's go hang out with Cal Rampage. We haven't seen him in a while. Make your dreams come true by making new dreams while you sleep. Aw, thank you. That's a good plan. I thought you were trying to get me to do the boss fight again, and I was like, I don't know. That was a pretty good run to end on. I made it to the next phase. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Oh god. Thank you all. I'm fine, I promise. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. It was a lot of fun. I'm having a really great time exploring in this game. I'm really glad that it was recommended to me by you all. Alright, we're doing the confetti. We'll do one more little dance real quick. Here we go. Alright. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you again on Wednesday. Either for some Deep Rock or whatever the guys want to play. We'll see. Probably Deep Rock though. I'm trying to get Prestige and my Driller. And then we'll be back again next Sunday with some more of this. Probably getting this boss fight done. I think we can do it. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, I think. Alright, have a great week, y'all. I love ya. I'm blowing you kisses. You can't see it, but I am. Show Cal Rampage some love when you get there. Thank you. Good night.